Hi, hello, welcome to Mayday Media. Got a story here we're going to read about the Colorado River plan, and then we've got some videos we're going to watch. Like, subscribe, help me out. Now, we know that we could geoengineer and take care of this, I don't know, like within a couple weeks. For some reason, we want chaos here in America. We've got people that are in control that want to burn this sucker down, and they're using a whole bunch of means to do it, and they've got the money to do it. And what are we going to do? Just take it up the booty hole, I think, is what we're going to do. California and Nevada will be required to curb their use of water from the Colorado River by a combined 20% over the next 2 years, and could ultimately face even larger cuts, which will happen, according to three officials familiar with negotiations over a long awaited federal plan to rescue the depleted waterway. Yeah, we can geoengineer tomorrow. That's the only plan that we should be doing. The plan, part of which the Bureau of Reclamation described in an environmental impact statement early on Friday morning, comes at a time of escalating crisis for the Colorado River, a crucial water source for 7 states, 30 native tribes, and a swath of northwestern Mexico. But experts say it will not be sufficient to resolve a political standoff among the river's many users to prevent the beleaguered waterway from teetering towards collapse. Friday's announcement outlines a broad 10-year framework for operating the river's dam and reservoir. It calls for more specific operating plans to be developed every 2 years and offers a wide range of possible measures those plans could include, including reducing the amount of water released to the lower basin by as much as 40%. Wow, well, there goes all your crops. So, see how this is all coming together. It's all just going to devastate, bankrupt us, take us down, and it's going to be bad, guys. And I mean, people are going to have to really start talking about organizing and throwing out a certain little religious group inside this country, and this all will go away. 80% of your problems go away in 3 months without these fucking things in your life. We can then curb all these immigrants, and we can start to prosecute all these criminals that seem to never get prosecuted, that are supposed to be prosecuted. All this can be taken care of pretty easy if the people just knew how to read. It's just that simple. The framework does not consider mandatory cuts to water use from the 4 states in the upper part of the basin: Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming, though it does allow for voluntary reduction of Arizona, California, and Nevada, make up the lower basin. A separate documentation detailing the Bureau's first two operating plans, which includes 20% lower basin cuts. Um, Now, they're also drilling in sideways into these rivers and sucking the water out, bottling it up, and then selling it to you, too. That's another thing going on. There's so much going on that, I mean, we might just need to call for an American 2 week strike. Like, nobody does anything for 2 weeks while we investigate this shit. Certain people got to get their guns on their backs and take back all their shit, and they don't seem to want to do it. And I don't blame them. I mean, it's just, I've gotten nothing out of this country except for hell and shit, and laughed at and hated on and everything. And it's to the point to where you can't even keep a job at these fucking corporations, especially if you've got women working there. The next thing you know, you're out the door. You looked wrong, or you didn't smile when you should have smiled, or I mean, oh, he was in a bad mood, or he said a bad word. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. And they're all over HR. I mean, I don't even want to apply for a fucking job nowadays, just because I know I'm have to deal with their shit. And then you've got to deal with not getting hired on while everybody from another foreign country gets hired on and given $25 an hour jobs, and you're still making 15 for the temporary work. I mean, it's disgusting. I'm getting tired of it. I have nothing. I have no money, no nothing I can do about it. But there are people that can, and it'd be nice to see something done. I don't know what we got here,
Hey,
honey.
I just want to let y'all know right where I'm standing, there should be water. I am in the Rocky Mountain National Park. I am standing in the Colorado River right now.
Wow.
40 million people, 7 states. because this is where the river starts, right where I'm standing, in the Rocky Mountain National Park, in a state with a drought that doesn't even have priority water rights over a river that starts here. The federal government is going to get its hands on it come December. And you're telling me there's enough of this for 40 million people, 7 states, and the billionaires in their data centers? There ain't enough girl math in the fucking world to make that make sense. This is life. We cannot live without this. We cannot live without this. And the federal government is going to get its hands on the river in December. You want to know why I keep talking about it? Because we cannot live without water. And they don't care about us, and they don't care if we die. This is life. This is life.
Well, she's right. We can't live without water. She's also right that there's a bunch of billionaires that need to go down, and they need to be thrown out of this American country. And I think you know who they are. And they basically make everybody's life hell and pin us all against each other.
Everybody's saying there's a drought in the West. What's going on? Lake Mead has dried up. Well, I'm here to tell you, Lake Mead has not dried up. We still have some water left. That's way over there.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Myth debunked.
Dried it, yeah. What we got here? It's not dried up. 7 years ago versus today. Ooh, yeah.
So the water level at Lake Powell is very, very low. It's only at 23% to capacity. And they say there's a few reasons for this. They say it's snowmelt, mega drought, climate change. Of course, they have to throw that in there. The biggest one, though, is a high demand of the water that's being allocated. 7 states use it. Mexico uses it for agriculture. But here's one that they don't tell you, and I've covered this before. See, the water level is actually very, very low. So there are 24 large hyperscale data centers and 379 smaller data centers are allocated across the 7 Colorado River Basin states. So these are all data centers that are using water from Lake Powell and the river that feeds into Lake Powell. To make things even worse, a high-profile proposed $10 billion data center is also being planned right now next to Lake Powell.
And can you believe it? They're having the water issues. Instead of shutting down these data centers and shutting off these companies from sucking the water out of it, they're telling you, die. Die. Yeah. You know how the amount of data centers in this country is unbelievable. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, for eons, people have been able to data mine just by the seasons, by the how many people's in that county, the demographics of that county. I mean, this is how you really data mine. You go that way. I don't even understand. I'm pretty sure these are got another nefarious use, these data centers, and I think it's going to be for Project Bluebeam. I think it's going to what they're going to use to hold all the information to project all the shit out there. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm pretty sure that's what because most of these things always have 3 uses, and one of them is to bankrupt you. Any government organized, anything it does, anything it backs, any corporation, one of the first things it's there for is to bankrupt you, nickel and dime you. Always. Never forget that. This one's supposedly data mining and taking all of your information and storing it, and you don't even need it because we've already got all that info. And then I think the third one is going to be Project Bluebeam. I think that's the third thing it's going to be used for. Number 1, nickel and dime you to death. Number 2, steal all your info and try to nickel and dime you more to death. And number 3, use it to lie to you about Jesus coming back. And I know how that sounds, but it's very possible. Anyway, like, subscribe, help me out. Till next time, stay safe.